Welcome to Orlando, Florida, today at Camping World Stadium for what ought to be a terrific matchup in the Staff DNA Cure Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on a team from the MAC, the Toledo Rockets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Toledo's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
It's complete to the right. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Rockets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
Let's see what he can do with it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Myers. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hilltoppers will line it up on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quick completion to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The Hilltoppers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And here's what I like about this play, man. First thing you do is take away the easy stuff. Make him react. Get him outside the pocket, and now you got to catch him. You got to have a plan for a mobile QB when he gets out the pocket. Who's going to pull the trigger, come up, and chase after him? Nice discipline by this defense to get the sack.
Back to pass. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
There's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lyer. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He breaks a tackle. And the Rockets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. He'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Proctor. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
The play action fake. Catch in the middle. It's fired. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
The corners are walked up tight. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's fired. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Rockets, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. It's caught. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs. First and goal from the 7.
That RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
He's got the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, Toledo! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. want. So being on the same page and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Hilltoppers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to run for it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nice move there. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And I know it's not a 1st down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Zings it complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Tight end now in motion. To the air on first down. Throws to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Meyer. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Off play action. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And that ball's incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Toss to the left. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
That's a huge play for the offense because it keeps this thing one possession. They're going to be receiving first in the 3rd quarter, and if they can keep this thing moving, all of a sudden they may have the lead here very soon.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rockets will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, and we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because it takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Across the 25, he's got room. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Hilltoppers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
He leaves it with his back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Hilltoppers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback may change this route. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Rockets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He'll sneak it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, no, they're just going to draw them offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second. You can tell they had a plan, ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Rockets in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big... And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Rockets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Rockets! Once he got some room, it was over.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Motion from the back. Calls his own number. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Meyer. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it set up on the outside. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Meyer. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Looking for a crease, it's Meyer. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hilltoppers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. Touchdown, WKU. They've got the lead here in the fourth. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Jones. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Throws to the wideout. The short hands. It's Meyer. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
So the PI penalty cost the defense 15 and a fresh first down for the O. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The give from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. At the 20, he's got space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Toledo! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good, really nice pitch and catch, and guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
On the move from inside his 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Running back searching for a hole.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
At the 35, he's loose. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play that's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Meyer. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it on the run. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Try to get it to the edge. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Rockets offense is back on the field. 1 possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Rockets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. The Rockets will punt this one away. He really needs to get away a good kick here. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, and you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this in this drive.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Hilltoppers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Got it! So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Looking to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, they couldn't come up with that completion, so now it comes down to the kicker. You've got to make this field goal, send it into overtime.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He splits the uprights. The final grains of sand were about to disappear from the hourglass, and just in the nick of time, they tie it up. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man downfield. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy, but tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football, and it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Touchdown, Rockets! They take the lead here in overtime. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll toss it to the left. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
I'll tell you what, when the ball's tossed on the perimeter really quickly, you got to take really good angles. When I'm a safety and I'm spinning down, I'm trying to catch that guy. He's got so much space out there now. I don't have a lot of help from my defensive tackles or my defensive ends. Those are tough spots to be in. You can tell the running back won that battle, got a bunch of yards. Nice positive play for this offense.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Toppers! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a 2nd OT. They add the extra point to finish the drive. Period didn't get it done, and we start the 2nd OT. On the direct snap, it's Myers. And some room to work. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. He's now up to 95 yards now as he closes in on that magical 2,000-yard mark. Direct snap. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Meyer. Touchdown, Hilltoppers! That score gives them the lead here in the 2nd overtime. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
On the ground. They can't convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll go to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Meyer. And tackled here by the defense.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It's 3rd down, and they need to get it in the end zone to stay in the game here in OT. Snap from the gun on third down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on fourth down in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rockets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Hunt. Under fire. Snags it. And he was so close to scoring with that one, but he's shoved out of bounds at the 2.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck. And you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT.